Viewers, so let's get this thing apart. You know, have a look inside this thing. See what sort of amplifier chip and everything it uses. I check the relays too, because sometimes I listen to the radio in this thing. Have the bass not turned off. Turn it all the way up. It's still sounds okay, but it's sometimes the radio just cuts it all together. It's completely muted. I change stations on the band to AM and it's fine. Auxiliary, it's fine. Only an FM, the FM radio tuner inside it. The tuner drops out and disconnects on the amp altogether. Hear a little click and a little pop like a relay disconnects. Every time it does that, I turn the bass down. It doesn't do it as frequently, but it still does it. It seems to be as it gets warm, it does it. So I'll pull this apart and check the relays inside and see if they're okay, and maybe even just check the capacitors on the ESR meter. I wonder if there's any what temperature range they are. I wonder if they're 105 degrees Celsius caps or not, but we'll have a look. I got the diagram and looked at that, how it just comes apart. You undo all these screws here, the sides pop off. The speakers are going to come out. They'll take the grills off before you take these off. Once you undo all those, you're going to take this off, and there's a bit of plastic behind here. You're going to take that off. There's a screw behind that. And these have to come off. There's screws behind there and behind there, behind these. And this one has to come off. There's a screw behind in there, and the back just comes off. Anyway, let's have a good look inside this thing. Yeah, from what I see in the diagram, there's a bit of a challenge to take apart a lot of screws, so I've got to be taking note here. Okay, he's in this device. I've got to disconnect some stuff by the looks of it. Disconnect the aerial. Alright, disconnect the aerial wire carefully. Have a closer look at that board. Get the screws out first before I lose them all. Looks pretty good quality so far there. And here's a board. Honson brand speakers. 6 ohms, 15 watt. Nice big beefy power transformer. Dongwan Yini Electronics Co Limited. Pretty beefy actually. Okay, so that's okay. Goes to that little board there. That's for the power. AC out. That's the relay for the AC side of it, which turns this big transformer on. Interesting. Battery parts go in here for the batteries. There's a big relay there. Yongneng. It's capacitors. DECON. Deacon. Huh. They seem to be all 105 degrees Celsius rated. That's alright. 105 degrees Celsius. There's an amplifier IC there. Got to unplug everything to see what's written on it. That's so I get this bottom board, the back off. Carefully unplug all these so we can see what that chip is there. Well, these are hard to unplug. Okay, here's a board. Underneath the board, a couple of surface mount components under there. The soldering looks okay here. A couple of surface mount components on here. Here's where the amp is. And the soldering doesn't look too bad. Just look for any bad soldering on here. Because sometimes I listen to this thing, the FM seems to drop out, the tuner drops out, but the amp's still fine. I saw a bit of a pop, like it disconnects, and the display tweaks a little bit, freezes up a little bit. What's that one there? That's the antenna. That's been bloody ripped off the board there. To fix that, the spark gap there in case lightning strikes the antenna. Well, that's clever. I'll fix that, trace that board up. I'll have to fix that. Glory Horse Digitech Limited, Digital Contractor Radio, Liao JH, 2009, June the 1st, 2009. Main PCB, wow. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad, this side. I don't see any dry joints. There's a main chip there, PT7314E. That's the brains of the AM and FM radio there. There's another little add-on board here at the top. Let's have a look at that. Gotta fix this bloody here. This bloody plug, must have when I plugged that in. Cheap ass connector on it. Let's see what this chip is. Whoops. TDA 7265. Okay, it looks to be about a 15 or 20 watt amplifier there. Probably be a 20 watt amplifier chip. There we go. All high quality capacitors. Another little part there. AM antenna, RF ground, FM antenna, scroll lock, SCLK, RST. Ground, out, left, right, out, and right channel out. That's a quartz crystal. It must be the brains, the crystal part that actually does the frequency part of the radio there. Not much on the top. Anyway, let's fix that other aerial part. And there's the display part there, the interface board. There's some crap in here, better give us a good clean it actually. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Could add something into this on the back of that aux board and maybe tap off that a USB power supply for a Bluetooth module like a stick in here. Wouldn't be a bad idea. A vacuum cleaner in here and clean this out. Viewers, it's all back together. I've fixed up the aerial connection. I put a bit of I had two connectors on the board. I put a separate piece of wire on the unused pin on the connector on the aerial of there. Get a bit of extra boost. So a little mod that I did. Vacuum there's a bit of must have been pretty dusty beach radio or something. There's a bit of sand and mud in there. Well, not it's mud, but just sand, dust. How it got in there, I don't know, but it's clean now. Anyway, it works good now. It's actually a very good performer. This turns any job site into a nightclub. The exact model is C12-28 DCR. Professionally made in China by Milwaukee, or in this case TTI, Tectonic Industries. For what the board is, the board looks pretty cheap and nasty at some other manufacturer, but the performance-wise, it's actually very good for the money. For the quality, the cheapness of the board, and the genericness of everything, it's actually it is quite good quality of components for something from China. I'm surprised. I'm actually just buy one of these instead of any consumer stuff. For a consumer radio, it's actually a very good quality unit. For something from China, I'm impressed. Got a bit of sticky crap there, but anyway. I've put the Bluetooth thing in there. I've added some an extra USB charger. I'm going to put the other one away. I just use the double one. Don't need this one anymore. I'm going to use a double one in case the Bluetooth receiver goes flat. I can charge phone on the Bluetooth receiver, which sits under here. I'll tighten this elastic a little bit too. It was a bit loose. So now it just sits in there. Get about 10 hours of battery out of that little Bluetooth receiver. It's actually a very good little unit. 10 hours of full charge. I'm impressed. So I bought another one of those. I'm impressed with its performance. Right. Put that away there. That'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.